Guys, it's your girl Sandra D, the main event, and welcome to my community of love and unity. We are continuing this journey about talking about the narcissist, and happy Juneteenth out there to my brothers and sisters. Now let's get into it. Now, if you have not joined the community, what are you waiting on? Now today we're going to be talking about why you cannot use the same manipulation that the narcissist has used on you. And the reason why that's not going to work and why it's going to backfire is because that's the narcissist game. How you going to use the narcissist game on them when they already know all about it and they created the whole game? And you're not the first person that they have actually done this to, because you got to remember, a narcissist is in the business of meeting his supply and demand. And he's going to use the same old techniques, the same old manipulation, because that's what works for the narcissist. Okay? So if you're sitting over here trying to treat the narcissist on how they treated you, they're going to act like the victim. Because you got to remember that when the narcissist was going through their trauma and they were being rejected and they were being wounded and they were being mistreated, they created, this alter ego. And this alter ego is a way for them to function through the abuse that they went through as a way to not be able to connect to their emotions. Okay. So when they're growing up, they recognize and realize that some of the things that was going on with them as children wasn't right. But what they do is they continue the behavior, of what they experienced when they were children all the way up into their adulthood. So when they're in a relationship with a new individual, a candidate, a trainee, a supply, a person, whether male or female, they're going to treat the relationship as if they were little children when they were traumatized. And this is why they cannot relate to you. This is why they cannot connect with you on a certain level and a certain extent, because this is something that they have not healed from. Now, they may have learned how to work the system in a certain way so that they can protect themselves. Like I said, that's what the alter ego is about. So if you're going in and you're trying to treat the narcissist the way you treated the narcissist, the only thing that they're going to do is revert back to when they were kids. And then what's going to happen? They're going to say, why are you treating me like this? They're going to play the victim, because at this point, they're going to switch it up just a little bit, and they know that you may be onto them. So for them to have you to be thrown off their scent, then they're going to revert back and then act like you're the one that's mistreating them. So you cannot play the same manipulation that the narcissist is doing to you, because it's not going to work. It's just not going to work, because this is their game. Okay. So if you decide that you moved on, just move on. There's no need for you to even entertain the fact that the narcissist is going to change, because they're not going to change unless they're doing the work to heal. And if they're not going to heal those wounds and those suffered wrongs that they went through as children, there is no hope for a relationship at all with a narcissist, not even a friendship, because it's going to be pointless. And all they're going to do is do the same thing that they did before. And all they're going to try to figure out is how they're going to manipulate you even more and see how they can get their hooks into you. Because remember, I told you, the only reason why the narcissist is getting all this supply to begin with is because they're trying to have someone that can be in their presence, that's going to allow them to be distracted from those childhood traumas. But those traumas is going to come out anyway because it's an abusive cycle that they've learned, and they don't know. I'm not going to say they don't know the difference between love. However, because they were wounded as children and they have not recovered or healed from those things, they're not going to be able to really discern the difference between correction out of love and someone that's actually trying to take advantage of them, because in their eyes, they see it as the same. So even if you sit here and you're trying to help them, it's not helping them. The only thing you're doing is enabling them to continue to treat you the way that they've been treating you. And it's not going to change because they haven't changed. And until they're healed mentally, physically, emotionally, as well as spiritually, the cycle is going to continue. So if you're here and you're saying, I'm going to treat the narcissist on how they treated me, it's going to backfire. This is their game. This is how they roll, and they will manipulate it in their favor. So the best thing that you can do is, if you're with a narcissist and you don't want to continue the relationship anymore, the best thing for you to do is leave. Because that's not going to be you retaliating. This is you letting them know that you know your worth and you will not stand for that kind of treatment. Because they knew you were worthy in the first place. They saw your value in the second place. And in the third place, they knew you were destined for greatness. So they're using you as a way to fulfill their needs and be distracted from that trauma, as a way for them to be able to have some type of relief. Okay, but all they're doing is repeating the cycle of abuse and repeating the offense of a generational curse, because that's what it is. It's a learned behavior that they're continuing to do, and then they're putting off all of that suffered wrong, all of those insecurities, all of that low self-esteem, all of that abandonment issues that they have on you. So when you're in this relationship with a narcissist, they know that what they're doing is not right. Oh, they absolutely positively know. But they feel that if they can just get in your presence and get into your good graces, that that's going to help them to heal. But that's not how that works. So they're not going to do the work. They're just looking for some type of relief. And then they will continue it no matter who it is they're in relationships with. It doesn't matter about them getting a new supply. It doesn't matter, because that supply is going to go through the same thing that you went through. It doesn't matter who it is. That narcissist is going to continue that behavior, because this is what they know. This is what they learn. And this is something that they're willing to continue to. They're going to continue to walk in that path. So if you are trying to sit over here and do the manipulation that the narcissist did to you, you are completely wasting your time. You just need to exit stage left. The fat lady done song. Elvis has left the building, and that's all, folks. I'll see you guys in the next video.